Well, this stream is off to all kinds of a good start. Okay, now we're streaming to YouTube. Okay. So, as you know, last week I devastatingly deleted my Deus Ex save. And also the game kept crashing as soon as I tried to get to Hong Kong, which would have been as far as I've ever gotten in the game. And I'm still really disappointed by that. And there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk lately out there in the gamosphere, out there in the indie web, out there in just the world of game design in general about spiritual successors to a game from the Elder Scrolls series called Daggerfall. And some of you might already know it, but I think a lot of people have found this game to be incredibly difficult to play and parse despite being free on Steam. And I think a big reason for that is a lack of use or a lack of knowledge of Daggerfall Unity and what that does. So today I'm going to show you a modded, we'll say vanilla plus playthrough of Daggerfall, in which I'll show off a few of the features that are kind of very esoteric for the game, and I will also answer any questions I can about the game. I played a little bit of it, but I'll try to play some of it for you today, and I hope that I live past the first dungeon. So without much more delay, let's get into Daggerfall? Question mark? Oh, it's loading. I do have several mods to add more depth to the game. If you download the game from Steam for free, you're not going to have the same experience that I'm having. But if you like YouTube Daggerfall modded 2026, you'll get the same mod list that I'm using. I've tweaked it a little bit here and there, and maybe if people want it, I will share it, but let's go ahead and just start a new game for now. Now, I've given this a lot of thought. I'll just say my preference in Elder Scrolls games is the Bretons, the Khajiit, and the Argonians. I have played a Wood Elf. I've played a Wood Elf a couple of times actually. So that's usually where I stick. I don't do light or dark elves. I don't really play Nords. I played Nord in Skyrim once. I wasn't really super into it. And then the Red Guards I've never really played either. I know that they're mainly like really good at like martial stuff that I'm just like not super into in these games. That's my same issue with the Nords, is that their racial bonuses don't really fit my play style. So I've given this some thought. I'm gonna go with the Argonian. So, successfully mastered the arts of thievery and spellcasting. There are some that are regarded as warriors. Is your character an Aragonian? Yes. They've got intelligence, agility, and speed, and those are all really good. Those are all good things that I want. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go with female. And I don't remember if that actually adjusts anything other than what your character looks like. Okay, so I am going to ignore the results of this beyond. Basically, there's a questionnaire you can answer that is then referenced in all the all the Elder Scrolls games that come after this game reference in one way or another this questionnaire, so I am gonna do it, and I'm just gonna treat it like a personality quiz, and I'll just answer them truthfully, like as myself. Okay, so this is a pretty basic one. What chore would you rather do? Catch fish at the stream, gather herbs, or forage with him casting iron for a new plow, or work in the forge with him. Um, I think I'm gonna gather herbs. Okay, cool. So that gives you a wizard point. An old man stops you on the way to market, claiming to have been robbed. He is lying on the trail and seems gravely injured. He asks you to run to town and get the constable. You give him your word that you will go directly to town and bring the constable back. As you make your way back, you notice a suspicious man creeping along another trail. He doesn't seem to notice you. Do you follow the man, reasoning that if this man is the robber, you could lead the constable directly to him and safeguard other travelers, although it would mean breaking your word? Take note of him, but continue on, reasoning that the man on the trail is hurt too badly to stop, regardless of any consideration. I would probably not follow the man, but I would definitely take note. Yeah, the guy. I mean, if they're just laying on the ground, unable to get up, I'm like, I need to go get the constable. Yeah, I mean, okay, so it's you either take note of him and move it. You either follow him, break your word, or you don't break your word, but the reasoning for breaking your word or for keeping your word is different. So I would probably take the man's health into consideration in that case. So that's another wizard point. Okay. A boat you are in is suddenly caught in a tremendous whirlpool. As the current reaches an impossible velocity, the little boat begins springing leaks and starts to sink under the vortex. You see no way out that does not promise death. So what do you do? And I can pick up a bucket and begin bailing furiously, sit back and accept my fate, choosing to die with a sense of decorum and nobility, or dive into the churning current. You may be hastening your own death, but at least you're doing something. Um, okay, so in this case, I'm taking, I know that these are hypothetical questions, and hypothetical questions you're supposed to like take yourself out of them or what, like you're not supposed to take them literally, but like in this case, if I'm working on a boat, like that is my bond. I'm working on for the boat and on the boat. So like I'm gonna help the boat in that case as best I can, and that helps everybody else out. That would be probably what I do. That's another wizard point. That's I would not have thought that that would have been a wizard point at all. I would have suspected that would have been literally any. I would have figured warrior, but what? Okay. You hear the arms master remark during weapons class. The intent of your opponent can be seen in his blade. Many of the students scoff at this, though not openly. First of all, that's true. If anybody studied sword fighting, which I have a little bit, I'm not a sword expert, but like, yeah, you can tell what your opponent's gonna do with how they're holding their blade. That's true. Hi, welcome, Barracuda. We're doing the personality quiz. Um, I would probably say C. Oh no, B is what I literally just said. Feel that he means the way the opponent attacks and moves shows you how he feels, which is like accurate. Like that's accurate. You can tell if somebody's like serious about trying to kill you or not. I'm gonna go hybrid. I'm gonna do spell. I'm gonna do a hybrid class thing that I'm kind of like have built myself. Okay, yeah, that was the martial. That was the martial answer. So I did get the. It'd be funny if I did get like a spell sword as my personality answer. You have a great aunt, and she oh, blah blah blah. You have a great aunt and a great uncle living in two different nearby villages, both of whom have asked your father to allow you to live with them for a few weeks. Your father knows where he plans to send you, but he is curious about your opinion given the choice. Would you rather live with your great aunt, a wise old woman of considerable wealth, living in luxury for a few weeks? Could not only be enlightening, but could also be very interesting. Or go live with your great uncle, a sick old man who has always been something of a stranger to you. A few weeks with him may be arduous, but he is in more need of your help than your great aunt. Or think of a way to divide your time between your great aunt and your great uncle. Perhaps you will not be able to spend as much time with either as them as you would like, but neither would be left out. That's a tough question, but I've always been like, if you have a sick family member, like you gotta like take care of them. On a clear day, you chance upon a strange animal, its leg trapped in a hunter's claw snare. Judging from the bleeding, it would not survive long. Do you draw your dagger, mercifully ending its life with a single thrust? Do not interfere with the natural evolution of events. Wait, hold on. It's in a snare trap. I wouldn't say that's the natural. Use herbs from your pack to put it to sleep, then free it from the claw snare and take it somewhere where it can be safe, knowing that in doing so you'll probably deprive a hunter and family of sustenance. I'd probably do the dagger thing. The town has a lottery in which the winning chit is called. You look in shock as the winning chit number matches your own. Before you can say anything, another family walks forward. You have seen them before and know they are extremely poor. Your family, on the other hand, could do without the 100 gold piece prize. Mm, that's a tough one. I would say that's a tough one because like they didn't win. Yeah, this is a tough moral call. I would offer to split it with them though, because I think a lot of times people are like, if you needed the money, you could have just asked, and like that's true. But like sometimes in a case like this where they're like they're like so desperate, it's like I think that kind of is asking in a way. Like in a way that's asking in that case. I think stealing directly from you is not asking, but like making an attempt to like get the prize for a competition that they didn't win or whatever while being extremely poor and like the whole family's going up. Like I don't know. I would really go. Let me. I won, but let me give you all some money, please. While fishing one sunny afternoon, you find the boots, which you discarded, are now full of ants who are busily making their way from a piece of bread you dropped to their anthill. What? I mean, I would probably like. Okay, why are they in my boots though? Find that the boots which you discarded are now full of ants who are busily making their way from a piece of bread you dropped to their anthill. I assume dropped near their anthill. So it's like I dropped a piece of bread and now ants are all crawling in my boots. I'm gonna wash the ants out of my boots just to make just probably. That's probably my first reaction. No, I'm not even gonna lie. That's probably what I would do. That's the wizard choice. That's what a wizard would do. That's how you know. That's how you know I'm really a witch, is that I do the wizard stuff in this game. Well, exploring the woods, because I would be. That's how you really know I have a magical affinity, is that I would wash ants out of my boots if they were there. While exploring the woods with two other adventurers, you come across a small abandoned hut that seems to have once belonged to a mage. Looking through the window, you see the remains of a laboratory, many potions and scrolls still on the shelves. Go Jotina, who thinks you're a cowardly sort, suggests breaking into the shack and exploring. Another fighter named Cunard suggests going to town to find out more information. I'm probably just going into town. Yeah, I'm probably going into town on this one. Just because, like, okay, real life, if there's an abandoned building, I'm gonna go into it because I think that's really cool. But in a video, in like a fantasy world where wizards are a thing and like their skulls might be haunted or whatever, they leave, but like they could do all kinds of nasty stuff to their house to keep people out of it. Like I'm not going in. And that's the wizard choice. That's what a wizard would do. You and your best friend buy your first daggers together, a matched pair. You loan him the amount since he doesn't have enough gold, and he agrees to pay you back later. After leaving the shop, you and he sit down to marvel at your new weapons. To your dismay, you notice that there is a small notch on the blade of the dagger you selected. Your friend asks you to please watch his weapon for him while he runs an errand. This is an intense moral choice. Do you wait for your friend's return and then point out the flaw in your dagger and return to the weapon shop to demand a refund? Probably not. Switch the daggers, rationalizing that since you paid for them, you should get the first choice, and that if your friend ever notices the notch, you can always take him back to the weapon shop and get a refund. Keep his dagger safe until his return. Then switch the daggers with your best friend's knowledge, justifying it with the fact that you paid for them, and then offer to accompany him back to the weapon shop. Which just seems like like the most convoluted choice here that would make no one happy. And so that's probably what I would do because I'm just being real. This is yeah, B is probably a better choice, but C is what I would end up doing, and that's the wizard choice. That's so funny. That's so the wizard choice is always like the most like weird, inane, like bullshit. Healers. Their function is primarily defensive in nature. The most important skill a healer is restoration, medical dodging, thaumaturgy, mysticism, and alteration. Do you wish to be a healer? No. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna what did I want to call this one? I have it written down. Road Wizard. And then I have all this stuff written down already. So I'm just plugging it in. I know that this is not the most interesting thing to watch, but the character builder in this game is really, really in depth, and just you can really do anything. You could basically make anything. You could make a vampire werewolf hybrid if you wanted to. I'm pretty sure. I do want alteration and I want destruction. Unless did I already take destruction? No, it's restoration that I want. Restoration, dodging, archery, etiquette, mysticism. Short blade, mercantile, and thaumaturgy. Okay. So that's if you've played Fallout, you know what all this stuff is basically. Like how to make a skill thing. But then you've got this stuff over here which is even weirder. So special advantages, I'm going to have a bonus to magic. I just get a little bit of magic bonus. And this is going to take my skill advancement up and make it harder for me to level up because I made my character better. So what I also want to do is add some disadvantages. Like no, not material. I want forbidden plate. I will forbid plate and I will forbid tower shields. And that brings my average down and makes me level up faster, which is good. And there is a limit to this stuff that you can put on there. I want to get more hit points, so I'm going to add one more. I don't know if I want to do forbidden weaponry, but let's see. I could just forbid axe. There we go. That's not bad. 10 hit points per level. Slightly above average leveling rate. And then I can also edit my reputations. And this is not all of the factions in the game, but it's broad. So you got merchants, peasants, scholars, nobility, and the underworld. And for this character, I am going to be doing just like a character I think would fit into the story of this game. So they're going to know the Emperor on a personal basis. So I want to increase their reputation with the nobility a little bit. I don't know about merchants, peasants, and scholars, but I know that if I'm friends with the Emperor and I'm like with the blades, that the underworld is not gonna like that. So I give myself a bonus to nobility and a minus to the underworld just to give my character a little extra role play flavor with this game. And I think that that's good. So now, now that we've done all that, we get to do. You can totally skip this and make it random, but I recommend going through this, answering just a few more questions. After the College of Destruction, what school of magic have you been studying the second longest? and I say illusion. What motivates you into a life of adventure? Probably riches. I'm going to say riches. In between formal study, you spent your time socializing with aristocrats, learning street smarts, learning economics, practicing acrobatics, swimming, or sparring. I'm going to say learning. Oh, I'm going to say. I'll say street smarts. Since childhood, you have saved either 100 gold pieces, a favorite book, a katana, or a cuirass. I'm going to say a cuirass. The Emperor gave you. I'm going to go with the ebony dagger because it's the ebony dagger. As you grew older, you received an additional magical training in. Let's go with destruction. And then in my free time, I studied the blade. Okay, that's like let's get one thing clear. If I'm not studying magic, I'm studying the blade. If I'm not drinking in a tavern, I'm studying the blade. If I'm not studying the blade, I'm becoming friendlier than most with the immodest nymphs of the Tamrielic regions. Of all of the disagreeable types, you have the most personal hatred for sanctimonious priests, diabolical wizards, power mad robber barons. I'm going to say immoral assassins. Sounds fine. I am intimate friends with a warrior. Now, which god do I worship? It's going to be Akatosh because I am a lizard queen and Akatosh is a dragon. You have the most trouble staying awake and alert. Okay, so cool. My reputation is going to be raised with commoners. It's unchanged with merchants. It's unchanged with scholars. With nobility, it's lowered a little bit. And with the underworld, it actually got raised up a little bit. Name thyself. I'm going to be learns from swamp. And I'm going to choose a face. Kind of like this one. But I also like this one. I'm going to go with this one. All right, so this is where it gets a little. This is where you gotta. Okay, so this is where everything up until now has been cool, but this is where it starts getting weird, and you have to ask yourself some tough questions. Because these stats are random. Like a +2, like a 65 strength starting is really good. 55, like 82 spell points is not bad. Raise up the magic resistance. The agility is not great. We need a higher agility. So I'm going to just re-roll this. So it looks like, okay, 59, 59, which we can raise that to 60. We could probably raise it to 65, but that doesn't do anything. So I don't even care. We're just going to get the +1 to hit. And then that strength we can raise to get the +3. Can we get the +4? We could get the +4 to hit. Or +4 damage, which is pretty good. And that raises our max encumbrance as well. But I want to hit with these spells too. So let's just take the 3 and see what we can do with intelligence. Raise that to 60. Is there anything else? It's not terrible. It does sound like D&D dice. I mean, that's what they're going for. Ever since Morrowind, I think that these games, the Elder Scrolls games, have been trying to be more like a video game. Maybe even since Daggerfall. This is trying to be like pen and paper D&D, but your DM is this game in a really interesting way. So this is what we're gonna go with, and then we get to plug in even more. And I'm putting it all into long blade and restoration. No, dodging. Put it into dodging. Okay. A little bit of etiquette. Just round out some of these. Throw it into archery. Okay. Reflexes, I don't know what this does. I don't care what this does. I've never messed with this. I don't recommend that you mess with it. That's it. Okay. So now take a moment here. We're going to watch the intro to this game and we'll try to get into character.
Years after Tiber Septim's reign, the beginning will meet the end, and the bloody circle will close in the empire of Tamriel. The unworthy heirs of the Septim dynasty have allowed the bonds of the empire to weaken and crack. Uriel Septim the Seventh cannot repair what his ancestors ignored. The provinces fight among themselves like neglected children, drunk with rebellion. One indomitable power hides itself, but not forever.
Excuse the gloom, but none may know of this meeting. The nature of my trouble is darker still. Over a year ago, King Lysandus of Daggerfall died honorably on the field of battle. He was as loyal a subject, ally, and friend as you are. I did grieve for him, but his spirit does not rest. With a spectral army, he haunts his former kingdom, crying for revenge. I do not know why a good and loyal man would be so cursed. Perhaps you can find the answer and close the marble jaws of oblivion, bringing peace to his soul. I ask this as your emperor and your friend. I have one lesser request. Several years ago, I wrote a letter to the Queen of Daggerfall. It never arrived. The letter was of a sentimental and personal nature. If you find and destroy that letter,
who's bro with the goatee?
I will be grateful. Now, my champion, rest well this night, for tomorrow you sail for the kingdom of Daggerfall.
Bro's just like, you gotta get my sexy letter, and don't worry about my friend with the goatee. He doesn't talk, and you'll never see him again. Also, that was, yeah, Anton LaVey! Uriel Septim and his right-hand man, Anton LaVey. Okay. You wake and look around the room. Some hours ago, you were in a boat en route to Daggerfall when a storm of supernatural strength boiled over the Iliac Bay like a malefic creature. Your boat was destroyed, but you managed to swim through the churning waters to a promontory rock. There you found a cave and escaped the fury of the storm. You had only just lit a small fire when the mudslide sealed you within. Your fear of being buried alive calmed when you saw the corridor leading out of the cavern. Perhaps there is a way out of this cave after all. Once free of the cave, you can begin the Emperor's quest. Daggerfall Unity has an updated tutorial. I don't need none of that. Black Horse Courier, the Iliac Bay. Okay. So we go... This is what my character looks like. History. History? Okay. I saw this before, like right at the like I've been stuck in this game several times, but I saw this and I've never read it, and so I thought I would read it. Your earliest memories of your home life are of an ongoing turmoil, visitors continuously arriving and leaving, and your mother and father at separate. Well, I'll turn down the sound a little bit. As you grow, and your mother and father at separate times also having to leave for extended periods. As you grew older, you realized that your mother was a member of an elite mercenary legion, first as a weapons instructor, and then later as a combat tactical expert. Your father's interests were quite different. He was a well-respected member of the local Mages Guild, and a master of all kinds of magic. He found you an apt pupil, and soon you were able to turn invisible to avoid your parents. Oh, so it's basing my backstory on like my my character's stats and stuff. That's actually really cool. You remember your parents talking about the Imperial Battle Mage, Jaeger Tharn, how it was known in their circles that he had usurped the power of the land away from its rightful ruler. No one dared move against him. You also envied him for the gold of the Imperial Treasury. One day, in your 20th year, you received a visitor at your house with the news that a powerful hero had killed Jaeger Tharn and restored the exiled emperor to the throne. I think that's the plot of Arena. I think it's the plot of the first game. The visitor also brought the news that there would be a great celebration in the Imperial City. Once the courier left, you asked your parents if you could go to the celebration. Your mother and father discussed it for some time before deciding that it was time for you to make your own way in the world. Your mother gave you a cuirass, and your father gave you a very unusual staff. Then you were sent you on your way to the Imperial City and the celebration. After many days of travel, you approached the capital of the realm, the Imperial City. You noticed a small band of travelers only a short distance in front of you. As you joined them, you were attacked by brigands who had been lying in wait in the woods along the road. One of the brigands raised his short sword to strike you. In natural reflex, you try to deflect the blow with the staff your father gave you. As the sword struck the staff, a great bolt of lightning erupted from it, and both weapons shattered. The brigands and the travelers all stopped and stared at you. As the thunder subsided, the brigands ran back into the woods. You were mobbed by the travelers, who thanked you profusely for saving them. They told you they were members of the imperial family who had been visiting the country and were returning to the imperial city for the celebrations. They insisted that you come with them to the palace and have audience with the emperor. The emperor was very impressed by your bravery and grateful to you for saving his family. He formally invited you to the celebration and presented you with an ebony dagger. The festival continued for weeks, and during that time, the Emperor often called you for informal talks. When you were not in attendance, you usually spent your time learning how to talk tough with Imperial City locals. One night, you were called to the Emperor's presence in a manner such that you knew the business was serious. He met you in his study, and there told you he had a favor to ask. Which is the cutscene we just watched. Okay. So, I look very sexy. This is true. But I do have character nudity and enemy nudity turned off, even though in vanilla-based Daggerfall, those are turned on. Yeah, look, I'm Argonian. I'm an Argonian road wizard. Okay, so let's put on a... I can't put that on. I'll use this longsword. I'll put this cloak on. And I'll light a torch. Okay. So, I've got a couple mods here that change the UI for the game to this, which I think looks a lot better. And also, allows me to do this, this, like, first-person selfie. Not first-person, but, like, selfie mode. Because I like it. And this game is very ambient. But this is the starting area. So, naturally, you can hear rats practically beneath your feet to the east. Okay. We're gonna save. Alright, game is saved. Everything we just did was not for naught. That 45 minutes of making this character, it wasn't for nothing. Even if I die to this first enemy right around this corner. Okay. So it's piecemeal armor. So I'm got these casual pants. These don't look very casual at all. Let's put these. Let's put those back on. Short shirt, cloak, but I threw on this right spalder, this leather right spalder on my right arm, and I'm getting 3 points of armor class from that. So I'm gonna need to fill out my outfit a little more. So is Daggerfall the best dress-up game? Is Daggerfall the best paper doll dress-up game? You tell me. You tell me. I think so. I think it might be. My friend's going to make a video about Daggerfall called Is Daggerfall the Best Paper Doll Dress-Up Game? And it's going to be great. Because what other paper doll dress-up game can you land a true strike on a rat, killing the rat? Okay, hold on. So let's see. Oh. Hey. I have more than 3 spells. That hasn't happened before. It must have been I made some subtle changes to my character. That really must have done it. Wow, I don't need to use torches because I have... Okay, wow, I should have checked that before. Alright, so... I don't have the spell points. Okay. That's why we save. That's why you save in this game. Oh, hello, Shadia. I don't know if I can take out the imp. The imp might be too much for me. Which is sad, but like at level 0, what do you expect? Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, it is. This game is like unreasonably hard sometimes. So let's try this. That's a secret door. I take some damage. And I rest here. Okay. Okay. There we go. So let's save again. I do have autosave on this game, but like it's not enough for the first dungeon because you're so squishy. And that's really the problem with I think a lot of CRPGs of this era is that because of the way they're programmed, they're incredibly difficult. I'm just not even going to open that door. They're incredibly difficult when you first start playing them, but they get really, really easy once you get over that initial hump. Rats. We'll take the teeth just in hopes that they can be used for like potions or something. I don't really need the staff. Oh, this I can use. The shoes? I don't know if the shoes are going to be... What's the info on the shoes? They're just shoes. Okay. Let's equip this for 6 points of armor for a total of 9 armor. No, Chadia, why can you not see new messages? Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know if Chadia can see the live stream because they are in... Or how if they would be able to see the live stream without a VPN at least. Alright, let's set this. Yeah, hello. Hi. Hi, Chadia, welcome to the chat. Sometimes I stream old games. And I use the chat on my website to talk to people. Oh, what movie? So many iron cuirasses that I don't need. So many right... Oh, wait, that's not what I'm looking at. That was my own inventory. Even worse. Okay. So I think I can make it through here. I think if I shut myself in here, I should be okay to heal. Okay, this seems safe. A nice 14-hour nap because I built my character to have some hit points. Okay. let's drop that. Let's drop that. I don't want to replace the chain one because I think the chain's going to be better than the leather. I can't wear those boots. I can't use the axe, but I'm taking this stuff. I'm taking as much of this stuff as I can. Those leather gauntlets I could equip. Those boots I can equip. Those gloves are worth some points. Alright, alright. It's not so bad. But this next part is the part that I think gets everyone. Oh, I can't even carry any more little teeth. Let's drop. Let's give the bat those boots. Perhaps the room the bat came from. Away from the imp because I can't attack the imp. Okay, this is the guy. Gold. Leather boots that are ugly. Leather leg bracers that are not as ugly. Steel daikatana. I want the steel daikatana though. I have the iron daikatana. Let's get rid of the let's get rid of that. Let's get this. It's like you have too much stuff. Okay, let's see if we can't. Okay. I'm hitting him. I've hit him a couple times. It's not enough. Okay, so let's take a look. What weapon are we using? Oh yeah, no, I have a mod that makes enemies pretty scary. But let's gives them actual like AI for fighting. And then the rangers will like dash backwards and just start shooting you with arrows. So for whatever reason, this sword hits but isn't effective at taking down the skeleton. I assume because the skeleton's like magic or whatever. I thought I had. Let's equip these also. Yeah. Cover up our legs a little bit. It's probably cold in the dungeon. Could maybe use it with the elven shortbow, maybe. But let's take a look at. What am I using? I'm using iron. Alright, let's try steel. Because I have silver, but I can't use it. And if I can't do steel... If I can't use steel, I'll use cheese. Oh no, if I can't use steel, I'll use magic. If I can't use magic, I'll use cheese. Oh no. The imp is launching fireballs at us now. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Okay, so let's try the magic. I'm landing some solid hits, but it's not enough. It's the skeleton he's an angry boy. You can tell from the way he's yelling at me. Okay. So magic doesn't work. Steel doesn't work. Iron doesn't work. Let's see if the cheese will work. He's really mad. He's really mad. Okay, so let's just leave. I feel like we're pretty kitted out. Ah! Okay. That's the exit right there. I'm gonna be a goober. I'm gonna be a complete goober, and I'm gonna go... Oh no, what killed that rat? The skeleton is still... Ah, there's a different skeleton! I'm leaving. No, wait, I went the wrong way. Is there no loot? He's got loot. He's got some plain robes. He's got leather greaves, which I still could put on. These would actually look better. I'll equip these. They're like less ugly. Steel short sword? I don't need the short swords, but... Oh, I didn't mean to equip them. Okay. Oh, wait. Let's equip based on, like... No. Okay. Well... We're out of the dungeon. This is Daggerfall. Well, this is Daggerfall Unity with like a ton of mods. Now an hour into the game, after... For me, I've played this game for so long. I've played so much of this game lately. And I can get through that first dungeon really easily, but let's do something a little more difficult here and find the place to go next. Now I could go over there, and there's a bunch of thieves over there, and they'll kill me. So I won't go there. I'm gonna go south because I know that's where the next town is. And the way that I know the next town is there is that because I've looked at the map, which you can't open up in the dungeon, but this is the map. This is the whole game's map. Daggerfall is where I am. So let's go to Daggerfall. Which it's opening, it's loading. Okay, so where that X is pointing right here, Privateer's Hold, that's where I am. The next closest town is to the south, and it's called Gothway Garden. So we're gonna head south. And look at my little compass. And you head south. And that's how you get around in Daggerfall. You look at that insane map, that like insane lunatic map, and you search for the name of the thing that you're looking for, and you're like, well, it's like 12 days away from me, so I need to start. I need to hire a carriage to go there, and I can't get a carriage where I'm at. I need to do something else. So, and we'll go over all of that once we get to the first town, because I need to get a room to rest to heal in. Because if I rest out here, I will most surely be killed by a Gru. Speaking of killed by a Gru, what time is it? Oh, it's almost sundown, so yeah. Let's head to town. Oh, and I put down a ton of sound mods for hanging out in town, so hanging out in town should be great. But if you're not familiar, this game's world map is to scale, meaning it's 1-to-1. There's no obfuscation. Like in every other Elder Scrolls game since this, it's been scaled down a bit. This is not scaled down at all. And that's the magic of this game, and that's its biggest downfall and its best feature is that it's just so silly. Okay, so we're now entering Gothway Gardens. Unfortunately, this looks like a tavern. So let's just go in there. It is the size of the United Kingdom. Yeah, like Great Britain, like the whole thing. Very lively looking folks. Let's get a room. 4 pieces of gold. And let's get I guess let's have a beer. Okay, before we go to bed, let's sit down here in this little tavern and we'll figure out what we're supposed to do. We're in Gothway Garden. It's 17, so it's about 5 o'clock on Turdas, the 5th of Morningstar. In the eyes of the law of Daggerfall, I am a common citizen. I am healthy. So, I'm on a mission from the Emperor to investigate the shade of King Lysandus. His spirit has been haunting the city of Daggerfall. The Emperor himself has charged me with the duty of laying his ghost to rest. There is also the minor matter of a letter he sent to the Queen of Daggerfall. If I should find out what happened to the letter, he would be most appreciative. Before landing at Daggerfall, a sudden storm capsized the ship. I barely made it into this cave. Okay, so we know that. We know that. So I need to get to Daggerfall. Oh, this is the map of the tavern. I have to walk outside if I want to look where Daggerfall is. That's okay. And so this won't be true for you. For you, if you just get this game out of the box, you'll be able to go out here. You can press T. You can go foot. Or no, not T. I'm sorry. You can go to... Yeah, you can go T. You can go on foot, and you can just fast travel anywhere. I cannot fast travel the way that I've set this game up for myself. I have to not fast travel. So where am I going? I'm going to the capital city. Let's find... Daggerfall, Daggerfall. Oh, I must take a carriage to initiate fast travel. Carriage drivers are stationed outside the gates of large cities. Large cities are the white... I don't know if you can even see it. The white dots on these maps. So this is a major city right here called Chesterwark. And it's the nearest one to me. It would look like. I guess I could potentially go to one of these other ones. But I'm going to go to Chesterwark. That's my next... That's my next goal, and then I'll look at getting a carriage to Daggerfall from there. But I want to sell some stuff here tomorrow if I can. Is there a better room? Oh, this is the better room. Let's do the ultimate like video game like fantasy of getting 10 hours of uninterrupted sleep. Okay, so a bunch of my skills improved while I slept, and that's how this game works. Your skills kind of improve as you use them, but you don't get the improvements until you rest in like a bed. What time is it now? It's 3 o'clock in the morning, so let's not... Let's get some loitering in. 3, 4, 5, 6... Yeah, let's wait 3 hours. Oh, the shining sun reflects off something partially concealed in the ground. You make out the form of a weapon, apparently abandoned silver waka's shiki. Perhaps it has no owner now. Would you take it for yourself? Yeah, absolutely. You look around and try to make your intentions obvious just in case the silver wakashi... Oh, it's a wakashi? Wakazashi? Kazashi? I know I'm butchering. I want to do it well, but like it's gonna take time, and that would be not pleasant to listen to. So let's actually belongs to someone around here. No one stops you, and several townspeople pass by without batting an eye. You take the weapon for yourself. Is it cursed? Is that a thing in this game? I need a silver weapon. That was like my issue, is I didn't have a silver weapon that I could use. Speaking of, we'll check out the map of the town that I'm in. As you can see, it's to scale. It's a full town with several different shops. Now, these shops are general stores, so they don't sell weapons. They only sell armor. If you want to sell your weapons, you have to go... Or was it the other way around? If you want to sell everything, you have to go to a pawn shop. Is basically what the gist of it is. All right, and I need to head south anyway, so let's... There we go. I don't want to sell my stuff here, because the best places to sell your stuff at are places that aren't well appointed. Alright, so this is fine. This is better than the... You don't want to go to a rich shop to sell stuff. That shop didn't get rich selling things at a good price. Alright, so I could sell the ebony dagger for a bit of gold. Alright, he's only gonna give us 191, but that's still better. Better than nothing, so I have 851 gold right now. Let's see what he's got on the shelf. How much is a horse? 6,000. I'm not getting a horse anytime soon. That's crazy. Get out of here. Get out of here, horse. I'm not buying you. Should I even get... Is there anything I even want here? Formal brazier. It's got like flowers on it. Maybe it's floral. Maybe I misread it. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go to the more well-appointed shop up the way. See if that's any better. I doubt it will be. But this is kind of like... This is supposedly like the joy of playing this game, is that like it is like real life. Is the horse cheaper here? No, the horse is still so far out of my ability to purchase right now. And he doesn't really have anything I want either. They do have books. The Epic of the Great Falcon. A steel saber. Don't I have a steel saber? I do want this. How much is this? 162? I'll buy it. They like me, so they're gonna make me pay 131. They gave me 30 gold off. Alright. So, just like the skeleton in that dungeon, and the imps in that dungeon that do not respond to anything but freaking, oh my gosh, what do they call it? What is it? You have to have, like, silver weapons that are also good to kill those enemies. So it's like a filter for the game where, like, most people bounce off because you just have to run away. This is where most players bounce off. Where they have to then... They're like, well, they're like, oh, I played the Elder Scrolls. I don't like fast traveling. So I just walk. Well, guess what? You have to walk to the next town over. We're gonna be here for like an hour. We're gonna be here for maybe 2 hours. Real time. Walking. And I do have mods that add random encounters, but like when you're just walking, it's pretty few and far between. As we get outside of town here, you know, we can look back, like civilization disappearing behind us pretty quickly, and there's no sign of it anywhere ahead. I do have my draw distance turned way down, but even with it turned up 3 times as much as it's up now, because 1 times 3 is 3. This is, you know, you cannot see another town unless you're flying way up high, which my computer cannot handle. So what we're going to do is fast travel. Well, accelerated travel, which does still chug sometimes. And every once in a while, I have to stop because there's guards, and the guards might want to kill me. It says they want to kill me, but if they wanted to kill me, they'd kill me. Hi. Hi, Tanya. Oh no, there's a bear. There's a bear and I haven't saved him forever. Hi. Oh, I got the bear. I'll sell the bear pelt in town. So I do have a mod that will let you move at times 10 speed as long as you're on a road. Centaur? I don't want to mess with the centaurs. So let's save real quick. That's dragon scales, steel flail. A helm might be nice to wear. Oh, it's like a little crown. Yes. Hopefully the next town is pretty close by, because I'm not going to make it through another one of those encounters. I might have to camp out by this farm. Maybe they'll let me stay here though. Oh, nice. Okay. A voice called to me from the nearby farm. But the door is barred from the other side. Is there another entryway? Oh, no, the voice is this. Traveler, please. I need to ask something of you. Orcs have been attacking our land, burning our fields, stealing livestock, and leaving nothing but ruin behind. We're prepping to fight back, but we don't have the numbers. Every pair of hands could make the difference. I won't force you, but if you have the strength to stand with us, we'd be grateful beyond words. Will you stay and help us defend our home? Honestly, like, no. Because I don't have the strength. I can't take a single hit or I'll die. This will be the end of us. No. I'm not... I guess I shouldn't stick around here. I should have done it, but I didn't do it. I'm on a mission from the Emperor. I can't... I'm already hurt from the bear and the wolf attack. Oh, and there's people fighting over there. They're fighting a frost Atronach. I'm getting out of here. Okay. We had to rest along the road, away from that farm that was going to get attacked. And now we're going to head into town, question mark? Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay, this farm I might be able to save. If they are being attacked. Oh, they are. I'm being attacked. Okay. Well, I won't have any magic, but nice. 41 gold pieces for killing a bunch of bears. I can loot. The bears are all gone. I should have looted the bears. The bears are now all gone. Only their blood splatters left behind. I really need to rest. How much further can it be? There's no real way to check. Okay, let's wait for 3 hours. What was that? I want out of here. Oh. Is that a town, or are those are just trees? I need to rest. So I'm gonna take a quick pit stop in whatever this town is. A jester ambles up to you bearing a jolly grin. Hello there, looking for some fun? I hid a filthy, vicious rat in a building here in town. I won't tell you where, but if you can kill it in 30 minutes, you'll earn 120 fabulous gold pieces. Wanna try? No. Oh, phooey, you're raining on my parade. Go about your business, then. Oh, an arrow just flew past me. Look, there's a guy shooting arrows at me. Let's find the guard. Let's find the town guard. What is the Medusas? Okay. I regained consciousness after some time. Oh, I can just wait. I can just rest until fully healed and it will automatically put me in the room. But I'm still gonna have to fight that guy when I come outside, which is gonna be lame. 15 hours to heal. Oh, I leveled up. I leveled up. Okay, okay, okay. Might not be so hard. Yeah, we'll just dump it into hit. Longblade has improved. How do I look at that stuff? Okay. I never really got... Oh, wait. No, I know Valor. I don't actually know anything about Valor. I don't know if it would run on my computer. I have a really crappy computer. A giant has lumbered into town, hungry from the scarcity of winter and unwilling to listen to reason. It has come for food, animal or human. Do you attempt to stop it? Yes. With the loudest shout you can muster, you gain the giant's attention. The town people stand back and watch your duel with the creature. Me? Oh, and that guy's trying to kill me too? Oh, it's a lady. Well... Ooh, I can't wear the silver armor? That's gonna be tough. Okay, so I failed against the giant. Are the Medusas still out here? Do I still have Medusas chasing after me in this town? Oh, it's just a bat. Oh, this is really annoying when it's not indoors. Yeah, come on. Okay, now, before I was so rudely interrupted... Wait, where even am I? I'm, like, not even in the town I wanted to be in. I'm heading back to the flying jug. And get a good night's sleep. Oh, this is a different place. One room. And I'll have an ale. Does the ale go somewhere? Is that like in my inventory now or it's not? I assume I drink it. I just drink it. It's just it's a fun role-playing thing where you just give him a coin and you pretend your character has a drink. Hmm. That's not a way. No, that's good enough. All right. Takes so long to heal this way. I guess I have healing magic I should be using. Okay, let's get back on the road. Let's see. It might be. I talk about a lot. I talk about like a lot of games, but I haven't been playing this lately. Let's see. Oh, wait, I should ask if there's, let's see. I'll ask her. Alright, is there a pawn? Oh, there's 2 pawn shops. Okay, let's go to the odd use merchandise. Okay, nice. They marked it on the map. So now we just jog across town to get to this pawn shop to sell some of our stuff, and then we can keep going to Eastwick, and then we'll hang out in Eastwick for a bit, and then we'll catch a carriage. But I should probably join the Mages Guild at some point. Oh gosh. You again? Or a different person? Oh, no. Moonlight, Moon Ring is a different game, but this is also a free game. These games are they're both free. Okay, so he's not gonna give me the best price, but he is gonna buy this stuff, so let's just get rid of it. And then let's see what we can buy here. I'll take the round shield. The chain right pulled. It is better. It is better. Hmm. So not so bad. Not so terrible. Okay. So I go across town, and then I can keep heading south to the next one. It is a very calm game. I think that's kind of why I like it. It's also like really, really big. It's just like one of the biggest games ever made. I think that its map is bigger than. I mean, this is the map. Each one of these dots. Hold on. Each one of these dots is a town. Each one of these dots is a dungeon. Each one of these dots is a home out in the wilderness, like a farm. Each one of these is a temple out in the wilderness. And that's just this region. Oh, I can zoom in? Well, that changes everything. And, fast travel is possible, but... Oh, there's another bat. Oh, that was scary. Oh, it's a giant bat. Giant bats are attacking the city. And I'm not gonna make it. No, I got him. Give me the tooth. Alright. I'm gonna need to rest again. Give me a room. Give me a room for 2 additional days. Just because I know this is gonna take a really long. I think it's probably gonna take more than 15 hours. Okay. People are not dressed properly for a family friendly game. Okay. So see a ghostly figure of a little boy standing nearby, staring directly at you. He says nothing, only looking at you with hollow eyes. You take another step, and the figure vanishes. I don't like this town. I don't think this town is like a good town. I'm leaving. And where do I have to go? This way. I'm going to the edge of town, actually. I should be able to like just walk along the edge of town really quickly. There we go. All right. I'm just gonna let it walk for a second. I have to go get water. I guess I have LaCroix. But I need water. I guess LaCroix is water, but I need real water. Okay. Ooh, look at that sunrise. That's really nice. Since I failed to avoid an encounter, but I just don't see said encounter. Do an actual save. I really need to get a horse, but I think I need to join a guild first. And if I want to join like a nice guild, I should probably head to a major city, which is what I'm doing now. I don't know what their strategy was with that, but it didn't work out. And now I have more stuff. More stuff to take with me. That eagle scared me. That eagle sound. It feels like you're really out in nature. Because there's like people getting attacked by wolves and then killing each other. Just like in real life. No, that's what that I guess that's how it is in the Elder Scrolls universe though. There's always some nonsense. There's always some bandit out there. Sometimes that's the speed is too much. These like will-o-wisps? What are these? Doing a quick save. Good night. Thanks for stopping by. This is a will-o-wisp. Well, this is bad. Let's I think I just saved. Did I accidentally sell that silver sword I had? I have to run away. Or I could actually just load that save and then not go towards the will-o-wisps. Oh, and it gives me some music now, too. Yeah, look, there's a will-o-wisp. I'll just not go over. I'll just not mess with them at all. And then I get to keep on living. Okay, this next city I know is up here. I love Shadia so much. She's such a good friend. I was worried she wouldn't get to see the chat or see the stream because she lives in Morocco and there's like censorship over there, but like I think they were able to see, and that's so nice. That's very heartwarming. Okay, we're gonna do another save here. Okay. Ah, traveler, good timing. We've been stretched thin out here, and there's a problem that needs handling before it gets worse. Care to lend a hand? It won't go unnoticed. Yeah, I'll help out. This is gonna be some stuff that totally... Let's see. The guard gestures towards a young girl sitting near the tower, clutching a tattered blanket. She wandered here on her own, lost and scared. We don't know where she came from, but she needs to be taken to the city guard to find her parents. I can't leave my post, but you can. Will you escort her safely to town? I will have somebody ready to take care of her. He will be at the Lucky Ferry for the next 7 days. I'm going to say yes. This traveler will take you somewhere safe. She looks up at you with wide eyes, but slowly stands. The guard straightens and meets your gaze. Take her to Le Claude Kinlan in Stokeworth Moor. They'll handle the rest. Keep an eye out. Roads aren't always safe. Now go quickly. So I now have a little girl with me. Oh, I accidentally sent a message in the Twitch chat. Okay. So let's... Doesn't matter that she's with me. We still need to get... The likelihood that she needs to be taken to... She needs to get taken to a city in this region. That's guaranteed. That's guaranteed, but... The likelihood it's anywhere within, like, walking distance of me is highly unlikely, so I'm gonna need to get a carriage. So we go to log, we exit. How do I back? Oh, it's right click. Okay. No. No, look how far away it is. It's not as far as Daggerfall, which is down there, but it's like halfway. That's crazy. It's a little nobody town. It's a little nothing town, and then I can hop down a few more towns to another major town, Bergwall. But I'll need the money for the carriage. So this is gonna, yeah, like I said, this is gonna completely, like, change how I'm playing the game because I'm on a time limit to bring this little girl to where she needs to be. This is gonna be actual combat. Maybe. Maybe not. I think we're okay. Oh, nice. Let's see, locked. Oh, they open in like a couple seconds. Oh, we're at like the 2-hour mark for the stream, so let's just take a quick second and just you know, enjoy this sunrise. Take a look at the character. Enjoy this like little virtual city we're in right now. Just lean up against the wall. We'll maybe put our knife away. Oh. Huh? Okay. Oh, I can move around like this, but it's not, I'm not actually moving. That's cool. Well, I'll just lean up against this tree. No, I can't do that well. I do want to get rid of the... Take the sword away. No, we'll keep that on. Yeah, take a quick gander. Take a quick moment here. Enjoy the view. Enjoy the view. I'm gonna be right back. Oh no, I was still muted. That's okay. By and large, I would say this game is boring. It doesn't beat the boring allegations. But, like, sometimes, that's all you need. What is this? What is this place? Oh. Nice. Got a little more gold for that book. Very good, very good. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Not terrible. Not terrible. We can get out of this town at noon. We should be in Chesterwark by nightfall. Which is good because we have how much time? We have 54 hours and 49 minutes of travel. He's only going to be there for 10 days. So it's not terrible travel time. We just need to go hire a carriage. So we do have time to fart around in Chesterwark for a bit. And I intend to fart around. I don't see anybody. There's no enemies nearby. Wait. Stop. Stop. No. This is my kryptonite right here. This is gonna be really tough. Okay. What's my best weapon? Damn, the best weapon might be the ebony dagger, but that's not gonna be my most successful to hit. It's gonna be the steel broadsword. Look at him down there. Yeah? Come on in. What happened? Did the game crash? Daggerfall Unity is not responding? Huh? At least I saved. That's so sad. Daggerfall Unity, I've never seen you do something like that before. Daggerfall Unity, how could you let me down like this? How could you let us all down? Does game capture no longer work? Do I just need to wait for the game to start and it will work? Ooh, it's still not working. Why no work now? Why capture no work? Why game capture no work? I'm in full unga bunga mode right now. I'm like, what? It just doesn't work now? Hold on, we can make it work. No? I don't understand. Wait, oh! Oh! Finally it worked. Finally it worked. Well, we're still here. We've still got negative people around us with swords. My least favorite kind of negative people. Yeah, the broadsword. So let's see if I can use the geometry of the level to my advantage and kite one of these guys up here. Yeah, it looks like it kind of worked. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Okay, not a bad start, not a bad start. Let's chain greaves. Let's put those on. I'm looking for a chain pauldron, but whatever. Steel claymore. I assume I can use this. I can, wow. I wonder if it uses just longsword and not like two-handed. Well, hold on. Let's see if two-handed is even a skill, because I don't even think that's a skill. Hand-to-hand, pickpocketing, critical, hand-to-hand damage, streetwise. Yeah, no. There's no skill. There's no skill for two-hander. This is just a longsword, baby. Even though it's a completely different kind of sword fighting to use a two-handed weapon than to use a one-handed weapon. Like, but whatever. There's another one. There's two more. Maybe three. Maybe even three, yeah. Four. Oh. Okay. Alright, I'm not dead yet. An orc? Where did he come from? Okay. Well, I got knocked out for a little bit there. We'll say that's what happened. Steel saber looks nice. Oh, not as nice as that claymore. We're gonna keep that. Tights, chain, I already have it. I actually have better than that. More? From where? I hear arrows like getting leather jerkin for how much? +3? Ah, I don't need a leather jerkin. Leather boots? No. No, 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 no. They got beheaded. Is that their actual face? Oh, that's crazy. Formal brazier with spikes on it. That's not formal. These mods, I'll tell you. Leather jerkin, I don't need it. I do appreciate the additional low-level armor pieces, but, like, come on. That's not formal. Okay. Maybe we have different ideas of what formal are. There's the archer who was shooting at me. Come on. Come over here. I don't even know what this thing is. Come on. Stop backing up. Best I can do is hope that they come over here. And I can, like, kite them in a way where I can just push them up against something. I sit here. Oh, there's a wall there. Oh, they have pathfinding for that? Just forever backing up? Forever? Well, dude. What? Can I do that? Do I get to do that too? Wait, how does this work? How does this work? Huh. Cast spell, abort spell, ready weapon, swing weapon, switch hands. Activate center object. Activate cursor. This might be my only opportunity. I don't know how to use a bow and arrow in this game. It's so embarrassing. That's everyone. You can finally leave. Please. A centaur. You usually have good gear. I have a chain right pauldron. I have a casual cloak. I have all this stuff. I have all this stuff. It'll be good to sell at least. Alright, well I'm gonna hit save because I've never gotten past those guys before. That's always a really tough battle. So I have made a good character. That's good to know. But what do I do? Oh, there it is. Nice. Okay, cool. Good. Good to know. Another guard. I'm on a mission from one guard. I don't want to do two guards. Oh, coming for me. No. No, not me. Not today. Not today. How much daylight I got left? I got plenty of daylight left. Excuse me? Let's load. Let's load. Oh no, there's a guy chasing me. For what reason? Wait, I can maybe etiquette Oh, nice. I pacified him. Let's get out of here. Yeah, you can just talk to people. You can just talk to people out and get them to not fight you. I don't know about this one, though. I feel like this is what killed me. Why are the guards angry with me? Why? What did I do? So one thing about this game I don't fully understand is like these guards like start like they get aggro. They get aggro with you. I don't fully there is a mod that just delete or a patch for the mod that adds them that just deletes them, which I might have to do if I'm gonna keep doing this, but I don't know. I don't know if this game's gonna keep my attention for like multiple streams. To be honest, it's you know, maybe it's the lack of maybe if I had fast travel, it'd be a little bit better. But it's a very boring game. It's kind of, but for that reason, it's kind of a calming game. I'll give it that. I was a toss up today between Daggerfall and Caves of Cud, and I think Caves of Cud is a game that I could see myself doing like a large scale series on. Okay, this guard is not aggro. Yeah, I don't have it in me to do another mission for you guys, and I'm going to die. So at least get healed up a little bit before we get another random encounter. Oh, it's the bat. Yeah, I'm just leaving. Oh, that looks no good. The dog is shooting fireballs? The dog? I don't want to mess with this at all. Oh, the dog's coming for me now. What is that? How is a dog able to do such things? Let me live. Why is the game crashing? No. I don't even have that many mods. I do. Okay. I'm getting seconds per frame here. I'm getting seconds per frame. That's no good. And I'm gonna get blasted. And it has no effect on me. Okay, we're back. It's a snow wolf. And it has magic powers. And now these guys want to talk to me too. Go back to Skyrim with your hats. Your little Skyrim promotional hats Todd Howard gave you. Get out of here. Okay, wait. I didn't want slow fall. This was a problem I had before with the game, where it would just start randomly like chugging like this. And I'm not sure what the deal is. So with a horse, I would easily be able to run away from this. Oh, all right. I think I'm losing them a little bit though. And if I can get far enough away, I can like quick pace myself to the next town. Not yet though. Yes. No! Not another one. Okay, wait. Leave me alone? Daedric? Oh. Oh. What do we got? We dead? Do we get Brock back to the next town? Please tell me we got Brock to the next town. There's a chance that that might happen. It would be good. Yes. Yes. We wake up in a safe place in Chesterward. They brought me to Chester. Somebody brought me to Chesterward. Oh, let's sit down. Okay. So that's a good little feature that the mods have. Really appreciate that actually. Okay, let's get a room here. We need a room for 2 days. And then we'll just rest until fully healed. The girl tugs at your sleeve, her voice soft and uncertain. Are we going to the town soon? Will we see my mommy and daddy? Her eyes look up at you full of hope and worry. I want to go home. She glances around nervously as if she expects someone to jump out from the trees. How much further is it? It's really not much further. Like we'll go right now. We'll go right now. I didn't really forget about her. But yeah, let's get her out of here. And let's hire a carriage. Oh, maybe this is why the game was getting laggy. Was because this whole town was loading in. So this isn't a town. This is one of the cities, and unlike the Skyrim cities, this is a city. This is a full. This is a full city. That's why my computer's chugging so much right now. Because all of these are unique and enterable. There's a couple of guilds in town too. Yeah, look at the difference in FPS. In here it's much nicer. But as soon as they go outside it's like 14 frames a second, I bet. Which isn't, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not really what you want to see while streaming. But I do want to show off this game so people can see what it is. Like, if you've got a decent computer and you can run... Honestly, if you don't have a decent computer, you can probably play as just DOS and mod it that way and have it be semi-decent. But the, yeah, Daggerfall Unity is really the way to go. Really the way to go. Oh, there's a note that wasn't there before? Let's finish up this little girl quest, and then we'll call it a day. I heard about your accident at sea and feared the worst. Now I've heard that you're alive and well. I would like the opportunity to meet with you and discuss our beloved Emperor's mission in the Iliac Bay. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lady Majnison, the Emperor's agent at the court of Daggerfall. My position is not so official as an ambassador. None but the other agents of the Emperor know my true affiliation. The Iliac Bay is rife with rebels against the Imperial throne, so your discretion is required. For the purpose of our meeting, I will take a room at an inn, the Blackwood Chuck, in Vanvale of Daggerfall for a month. After that, I will no longer be available. I will expect you as soon as possible. So that's another example of, like, yes, it's Radiant Quest, but, like, you gotta get there, and it's gonna take some time. And Morrowind is like that, too, where you have to think about how you travel the world, but this is way more. This is so much more. So let's just go to the front gates and get a carriage and drop this girl off, and I'll wrap this stream up. And next time I'll play something I have an easier time getting into. Maybe I'll sit down after the stream and I'll try to figure out Moonring again, because I do want to stream Moonring because it's a very beautiful game, but it is a little bit different than my usual playstyle. Oh, and if I was gonna stream Capes of Cutta, I'd need to use my external. I need to do some tests with that also. So I'll do some tests. I'm not gonna become a Daggerfall streamer. That's just not a thing that I'm gonna do. Is this the card? Wait, where am I going again? Stokeworth. Stokeworth Moor. Okay. Yes. Trip's gonna cost me 42 gold. We're gonna go cautiously. We're gonna go foot, horse. Okay. Alright, we look around for the child after you were escorting. After searching, you come to realize that she's run off with no sign of her anywhere. Well, that was a little anticlimactic. But, okay, so Daggerfall. This is the game. This is Daggerfall. I think it's a beautiful game. I think it's a semi decent game. It's a fun game, but it's a little too much. The map is too big. It gets kind of boring. You can add a lot to it, but like I guess at the end of it, it's too big of a world to really feel alive. You know, it's really cool. You can go in and like talk to peasants and like ask them about basically anything and their disposition to you and like all that stuff matters. But like because of the size of the world, you never really like get to meet any of the peasants. You just see them like and talk to them, but then like they're gone. Like nothing feels really alive, and so it because of how vast the simulation is of this game, it kind of struggles. But if you can get past that, if you can get into the combat a little bit and the dungeon delving, the dungeons are absolutely. If you thought the world map was big, wait till you get a look at some of these dungeons. Oh my god, and they're like impossible to navigate. This is a very tough game. This is not a game for beginners, but this is a free game that is incredibly vast. It's a vast open world in the Elder Scrolls universe. Oh, that Demora is still around. And personally, for my money, for free, this is a great game. This is a game worth checking out, modding, taking a look at. I kind of prefer Morrowind, which is not free. But if you pick up Morrowind, you can mod Morrowind in a similar way to this game and make Morrowind a little more modern. And maybe I'll show that off someday as well. I could actually beat Morrowind though. I don't know if I could beat this game. This is just not my attention span is not what it should be for a game like this. And my computer is not what it should be for a game like this either. Those cities really, really lag, and that's not fun to look at. If they weren't so laggy, this game would be incredible to do and to play. But as of right now, I think it's just kind of like, gosh, I mean, it's just incredible what they're able to accomplish with the Unity engine and with everything. But I wish that they had I don't know. I wish it was less expensive for my computer to run. I don't like that the big cities lag so much. These smaller towns are great. Look how far I can zoom out. It's still not really lagging. And there's like people down there doing stuff. Oh, there's like a little a little market stall area. But yeah, I guess we just got caught out in the wilderness. Like maybe it's my mods, maybe it's something else, but I'll look at what I can do to maybe reduce that, and maybe I'll fiddle around with with Daggerfall in my spare time and play a little more. But I don't think I'm gonna be streaming a lot of this game. It's good. It's good. It's not a bad game, and I do recommend checking it out and playing it. I mean, look at this little look at this little city, and this runs great because it's not just massive. But when you get to like the capital, when I get to the capital of Daggerfall, I'm gonna be like really hurting. I'm gonna be my seconds per frame are gonna be very high. But yeah, this was just a little stream. I like to do a little Thursday stream that's kind of like a one-off that I'm not really planning on doing like a full series of. I kind of I deluded myself. You know, like sometimes I'll just do like an internet stream or I'll show off like the web ring. This time I wanted to just show off this one game, but it's worth it. If you're an Elder Scrolls fan and you want to see where it all came from, like mod out Daggerfall and like beat Daggerfall and like you'll have a good time. But if you're a semi-casual gamer like me, like you're gonna have a hard time extracting the joy out of this one unless you're like really into role playing by yourself, which I kind of struggle with. But I mean, with that, I think I'm gonna wrap the stream up for today. This has been a lot of fun, and I hope you all had a good time. I'll do some tests. I'll either play Moon Ring tomorrow or I'll play Caves of Cut. And I don't know which one it's gonna be, but either way, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I hope that you'll join me. And also, thank you for joining me today. Like everybody who hopped in the chat and said stuff and is watching, like I really do appreciate it. It does mean a lot, and I hope that you all have enjoyed this a bit. So thank you all, and have yourself a wonderful day and a good rest of your week.